We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.
Thanks for joining us. We're here with actress Tracy Gold and our guest Justine, who's been battling bulimia for close to 8 years. At 11 years old, it felt like to you, you started losing control.
Yeah.
And then at 12, you lost it. And you've been on this endless race ever since to try to regain control.
Yeah.
And it's a daily battle.
Yeah.
It's okay.
What are you feeling right now?
It's just a lot.
I know when I heard that your mom passed away when you were 12, and now that's when the eating disorder developed. Bulimia and feelings go hand in hand, and emotion. And when you have emotion that you don't want to deal with, and when you have emotion that you can't handle, I've seen so many times that's where the bulimia steps in. It comes in and you just able to just get rid of all those feelings by consuming the food and then purging. And it's not dealing with what is really hurting you, you know? The bulimia has become like the crutch to get you through your mom's passing.
Yeah, it's so much effort dealing with the food. It's a constant thing on my mind, and it's like a distraction from all the other real emotions that I don't know how to deal with.
And probably, you know, because I had anorexia, but I had moments of binging, and then when I had anorexia, I had a lot of purging when I was made to eat. So probably for you, those moments where you're consuming all that food, that kind of feels comforting, right? It's like a nice, like warm, like safety net that probably you feel when you're actually consuming the food and purging. You know, I mean, you need somebody to step in and really help you. I have a story that when I was purging, when I was on growing pains, given the choice to do the wrong thing, I would do the wrong thing. I would find any moment I could to get rid of the food, to do what I needed to do to feed the illness, you know? And I remember my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, came to my set on growing pains. He came to my dressing room, and he had a hammer and nail, and he nailed shut my bathroom door. And I was furious. I was like, how dare you do that? And I'm an actress, so, you know, I need my bathroom also in my dressing room. And I'm like, how dare you do this? And I was so mad. But really secretly, I was relieved because it took away the option to make the wrong choice, which I would have made. It made it just that much harder. There were other ways I probably could have gone about and done it. There was a public bathroom, but it made it more difficult for me. It was a roadblock. And as sick as I was, I welcomed like that obstacle, because then I couldn't play the game in my head of, was I going to do it? Was I not going to do it? And it can make you crazy, right? It really can. It's such a relief when somebody takes away that element or helps. And I think so many times people see somebody with an eating disorder, and they're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And I'm always like, I think every person with an eating disorder secretly really does want the help, as obstinate as they are. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, there were times where I was just so scared of putting in the effort of actually getting better that I would just give up and just say, I want to get better and I want somebody to help me, but I'm too scared. And people would take that as, oh, she's not ready, she's not willing for help. And I don't know, maybe I wasn't ready.
But if you don't get help now, and if you don't have some type of intervention, what is this going to cost you?
Life. Just any form of a life at this point, like social interactions with people, you know, developing relationships, and then, you know, I know that bulimia can kill you, and I'm really scared of that.
Bulimia is really, I mean, of all the eating disorders, it takes, you know, anorexia, it takes a while, you know, you can see it physically, people are really aware of it. When you have bulimia, it's almost like a silent killer. Yeah. And you can look healthy, you can go to sleep at night, and not wake up because of the damage that you're doing with your heart. And that's, I know that firsthand.
Hold that thought for us, okay? We'll take a break and we'll be right back. There's more with Justine and Tracy Gold right after this. Coming up.
And tell us, what is it that you need to give up?
We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.